Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new tuning in, hey, it's Kat. So I got the email for the Bluesfest. There was a one-day pre-sale, and if you are a festival goer like I am, I don't know, I find that Bluesfest this year is a little bit lackluster, a little bit lacking. I don't know. I'm gonna show you guys what is in the lineup. Let's quickly go through it. It goes from the 7th of July until the 17th of July, so 10 days. And there's a lot of bands in here that I've never even heard of before. I don't know, maybe that's because I've been out of the festival game, for a good 7 years now. So there's a lot of music out there that I'm just not familiar with anymore. Back whenever I was going to festivals, the Bluesfest, it was like Skrillex, and I seen Lauryn Hill, Snoop Dogg. Who else did I see? Nickelback. Everybody had a really good time at Nickelback. I know they make fun of Nickelback, but everybody knows their songs and everybody was singing really loud. So I don't know. Like, I like Nickelback, and somewhere in my coma life, Nickelback plays in my ears. It's very strange. It's like my soundtrack, my life soundtrack. I don't know. That's neither here nor there, though. So I'm gonna show you guys what's in the lineup. In the 7th, the only person that I know is Sarah McLachlan. Alana Sterling, I don't know if... nope, that's Lindsay Sterling. So, July 8th, Jack Johnson, Tash Sultana. Tash Sultana. And then on the 9th, I don't know anybody, I don't think, from the 9th. The 10th, Alanis Morissette is playing. That's the only person I know from the 10th. On the 12th, I don't know what is going on the 11th, why there's nothing on that day. 3 Days Grace is playing. On the 13th, Alexis on Fire and Sum 41. On the 14th, Luke Bryan, that's country. The Tea Party, Crash Test Dummies. Those are the only ones that I know. The 15th, Rage Against the Machine, Milky Chance. Again, the only ones I know. On the 16th, TLC. Wait a minute. I thought that the band members from TLC, like, one of them, Lefty, I thought she passed away. How can TLC be a band whenever, I don't know, maybe it's a different TLC. I don't know anybody else on July 16th. On July 17th, the last day, I know absolutely nobody. I don't know the National. I don't know the Beaches. I don't know Bonnie Doon or Okanalati or John Riviera. And the B, yes, I can't pronounce that word, but I don't know who that is. And it says lineup always subject to change. Full schedule with set times and stage locations will be available in spring 22. When I went there, to Bluesfest, there was like four or five different stages, and then there was like different locations, so you had to like walk really far to get to different stage and set locations. It was a lot of walking. It was in a park area, so you had to like, there was no like, here's a stage and here's a stage like back to back, so you had to like walk really far into probably a different like sound provision, so that every different band is not interfering with each other's sound like it was during Travis Scott's set. Like, these Bluesfest sets are usually huge, like set over like acres and acres of land, and not just in like one little small area where things are going to be a recipe for disaster. A lot of walking. So, you know, if you're drinking during your visits to Bluesfest, you want to be bringing water to be hydrated as well. A lot of people usually get like sunstroke or heat exhaustion. I know I did when I went there. I had so much fun when I went there before. I went with a few friends of mine, and like, it was just like I had a most amazing time. I love festivals, especially like festivals where you have to go and set up your camp and your tent, and you wake up and you go to sleep and it's still same festivals going on. Like, I used to go to a couple of festivals that I've been to have been Eclipse, and I've been to Igloo Fest in Montreal. I think that Montreal is like my most favorite place to go. Picnic Electronic, I've been to that. The last time I went to a festival like that, I think, was 2011. I went to I think it was called Eclipse. Always Grooving. It was the Always Grooving Festival. That is like, I had the ultimate time there, and it was like a festival, but it was an all ages festival, so you could bring your kids with you. I brought my younger daughter and her cousin, and we had the best time. I've got pictures on my Facebook from that. I don't link my Facebook to my YouTube account because I don't want strange people to be oogling at my kids. I find that very strange, because I used to do Ipsy unboxings with my daughter, but then people started asking me weird questions about my kid, like, can we see her feet, or like, can she do these kind of videos with you, or can she do these kind of videos with you? And I was like, no, I'm not going to expose my child like that. Like, I hold my child very close to my heart, and I would never introduce her to things like that. So I stopped making those videos with her, unfortunately, because it was something fun that her and I could do together. But there's too many weirdos out there who are just trying to like get a glimpse of your underage child. Like, fucking weird, man. It's one thing to oogle over me being an adult. When you ask me about my children, that's just gross. So I stopped doing that. Even on my Instagram, I stopped showing pictures of my daughter because it was just, I don't want to expose her to the grossness of people that's online, and there's a lot. So, if you have the opportunity to go to like a 3-day festival or a festival like that, I always try to choose like the the hippie festivals, because everybody there is so kind and peaceful, and everybody looks out for everybody. Like, you could leave your tent in your, like, everything in your tent, and you can go back to your tent like 6 hours later and nobody would have bothered touching anything of yours. Like, it's all just such a big family when you go to camps like that. Everybody just looks out for everybody, and it, like, you can't beat family like that. Like, even though you don't know each other, somebody would notice, like, hey man, that's not your tent, that's not your shit, get away from it. So I always try and tell people, if you can experience that once in your life, at least try to, because it is an experience, and that's what life is about, is creating experiences like that. The Always Grooving Festival is probably like one of my most favorites, besides the Eclipse. Eclipse was like, I don't know, it goes every year. If you live in Ontario, or even not, like, there's people that come from Amsterdam, there's people that come from all over the world to go to Eclipse. I'll link the website so that you guys can see, and I'll link the Always Grooving Festival if you want to check that one out too. And of course I'll link the Bluesfest lineup so that you guys can see for yourselves what's going on with the Bluesfest this year. I don't know, like I said, it's not really appealing to me this year. There's not really anybody that I would really put my money onto, and tickets are usually expensive. Like, a pass for a week, well, I think I think you have to buy tickets in like sets. It goes for 10 days. I don't think that you can buy a 10-day pass. I'm not sure. I know it would be like expensive if you could, and I've never been in a position where I could spend that kind of money on a festival. I think the most I've spent for a ticket was like $250 for the two of us to go to a festival, and that was back when I like just got a big government, I don't know what the word is, my brain doesn't work very often, rebate, a government rebate back. I don't know, I'll go with that, a rebate, whatever. I got like $14,000 back from the government for something, I don't know, but that was like in 2009. Money's like way long gone. So, you know, I live month to month, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm blabbering, so I'm going to end my video here, and that's everything. Do you guys like my skin today? I've been using this Exfoliate moisturizer, Exfoliate Glow moisturizer. It has lactic acid and hyaluronic acid in it. It's supposed to improve your pores, so I don't know if it is, but we'll see, because I've only used it like twice, but I really do love the way it makes my skin feel. It feels like really hydrated. Yes, I'm a nut. So I'm going to show you guys again the lineup, and that's all. So like, comment, subscribe, and come find me on my socials. On Instagram, it's KatieCat077. On Twitter, it's just Brash #1. And on TikTok, it's KatieCat0. I can't remember. Ciao. Bye. So from the 7th, let me know who you know. Who would you be excited to go to? The new pornographers. Like, there's so many people in here I've never even frigging heard of before. maybe on the radio to hear them, but I don't go out searching music very often anymore. It kind of gives me anxiety. I've talked about that too, like I used to DJ, and when I got sick in the brain, I can't tolerate the music anymore, which super sucks. TLC. I'm sure TLC is the band that had like Lucky Eye or whatever her name was, and she passed away. So there you have it. Full pass 705. Pre-sale sold out for the youth. $269. That can't be for the full 10 days. Let's learn more. All tickets on sale tomorrow. So that's still just telling you who is going to be there. I know Alexis on Fire. I love Milky Chance, though. They've got a lot of good songs. What the heck? Some frequently asked questions. Ticket details. VIP, you go to the Casino de la Lac Lemay. Ticket fee breakdown. Let's see. Yeah, all tickets have tax. Bits Fund. Blues in the Schools. Apparently, if you want to, you can help to volunteer. So you can become a volunteer. Here's the thing right here, volunteers. So you can apply to be a volunteer, and I think that you get a ticket for one day or free, or I'll link all this stuff here for you if you want to be a volunteer for this year. You have to apply. So there's the A team, backstage hospitality, photography team, stage crew. Applications will be available at the end of April. So you can come here and you'll be in a volunteer shirt. You get volunteers and you clean up and you do stuff and you get your ticket for free. I think that's how it goes. So, you know, if you don't have money to pay for the ticket, you can get a ticket through the volunteer page. So if that is something that you're interested in, I will link the volunteer page and you can go help out at the Bluesfest. So that's everything. Love you guys. Love you, and I'll see ya in my next video. Thumbs up. Peace out. Bye.